Hi everyone.
Hello.
We're laughing because right as we were like pushing the button to go live, one over as a filter, and we had it on, and like Tark didn't even look like himself, and it was pretty funny.
So I look stupid.
you looked stupid, babe. Anyways, okay. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. As our title suggests, we have a big surprise that we're super excited about. And so should we just like jump right into it, babe?
Sure.
Okay. So you guys, as many of you guys know, we wrote a book called My Superhero Foods where we talk about nutrition and we educate children about superhero foods. And we've got a lot of people in the house and there's a weird noise going on in the background right now and I have no idea what that is. So anyways, do you want to say anything else about our book, babe?
I'm really excited. We have the opportunity to really share some of our tips and tricks of what we've learned and what we use to get our little ones to sleep. We don't always...
Oh, wait. We didn't talk about that yet.
Oh.
So about our first book, we're super excited. And that was kind of the idea behind the first book. And so now, here's our big surprise, babe. Do you want to share it?
I'll let you do.
Ta-da! We are actually writing a second book, and it's called My Superhero Sleep. This is the cover. And so we thought we would just like share what our pre-launch is gonna look like in terms of all the cool stuff that's involved, and then a little bit about why we wrote the book in general. So I'll start and then feel free to jump in whenever you want. So we kind of came up with this idea because most people are starting to learn about wellness, like how important sleep is, how important nutrition is, movement, wellness, all that stuff, in like your 30s or 40s. But what if we shifted that to instead like start to teach our children that, so that they kind of grow up with this idea of like, oh, you know, foods nourish me at a cellular level, or sleep is actually, when I'm sleeping, all these magical things are helping me grow and develop. And so we feel like there's these pillars of wellness that children really deserve to know about. And so it just makes sense. Our first book was on superhero foods and our second book is on sleep. So babe, do you want to add anything else to that?
That's well said. Actually, just echoing some of the sentiment that you were saying, is the idea that sleep complement nutrition, as well as movement, as well as connection, as well as purposeful living. Actually, we ultimately believe that, you know, the most important thing is, why do we get up every day? And there's certain things that we do that are all tied together. And if we optimize our nutrition, optimize our sleep, optimize our movement per se, it helps us fulfill what we're here to do. And I think that's really what we're all trying to do. It's just trying to figure out what our purpose is. And these little things that surround us 24/7, they can really destroy what we're trying to do or really promote what we want to do ultimately in life. So it's really exciting to be able to share some of these useful life hacks that may be helpful, especially to children.
Yeah, and that's the great thing. The feedback that we've gotten a lot is that so many adults learn from what we share in these children's books as well. And so you can definitely expect that in the sleep book too. So babe, do you want to say something while I figure out? We have I just wrote down some notes that we can kind of talk about. But in the meantime, oh shoot.
Oh, we lost our internet?
We lost the internet.
Well, no worries. Well, I mean, again, some people argue, actually Matthew Walker is one of the premier experts in sleep, argues that sleep may be more important than nutrition or diet and exercise combined. He even goes and says that, you know, the default of being human is sleeping, because there's so much repair that happens when we sleep. It's like the ultimate, I mean, if you want to think about it for the Gen Zs or the millennials, it's the ultimate charger. It's what allows us to be our best selves. So we're really super excited to really kind of bring in, or to really tie in the science as in an easy and hopefully digestible, more than superficial way, to really give a good reminder for us first and foremost, and hopefully, you know, as we're reminding ourselves, hopefully we can provide some useful information for you guys out there.
Yes, so let's jump into a couple of quick things regarding the book. I don't have any internet. So let's see. First thing is we promised a code for a discount on the book if you want to pre-order now. So pre-orders are actually officially open now, and the book will ship in November, late November. So it'll be a really awesome Christmas present. And yeah, I don't think it's gonna come on. And so Saya, if you're on right now, oh, here we go. I was gonna ask somebody to text me the code, but now I have it. Okay, so that's the first thing, is pre-orders are actually open now. The book will ship in November, and then also we have a contest that we're running that may be incentivizing to order it from a pre-order perspective versus once the book launches. And so we're so excited about this contest. So it ends on August 15th. So up until August 15th, if you buy a book, you're entered in for a chance for your kid to actually be illustrated in our book. So they'll have a place, they'll join the SuperHero crew, they'll have a place with the main characters, Ethan and Sophie. And then in addition, they'll also get their own sketch, and it will be framed and we'll ship it to your house. So
can I do it?
You can't, but you already have a sketch, babe. You already have.
I'd like another sketch.
We'll talk about it. And actually that reminds me to give an amazing shout out to our awesome illustrator, Liz Levy. And she is, you can just see, like, she's so talented, and she designed our little characters here. And so again, your kids can join the crew. So there'll be a link at the end of this where you can get on and get a pre-order, and it automatically enters you into your kids competing to have a spot in the book.
Can you imagine that your kid immortalized will be in the book forever?
Forever. So, that's pretty cool, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we want to talk about the pre-launch because the book doesn't actually come out until November, but the pre-launch actually helps us to fund the printing costs, the illustrating costs, and all that stuff. It's pretty, it's a hefty expense. And so, we thank you in advance. All of those pre-orders really help us out. And do you want to say anything else, babe?
Well, just like I said, we can always use support. Like I said, it's all about the community. We're only as good as the community. And, we feel honored and blessed to be able to be part of the My Superhero Food or My Superhero Wellness community. Truly, we really appreciate everyone out there who supports us.
Okay, so let's see. So we talked about the contest. We also have tiers. So oftentimes we get asked, can we buy some of your books to ship to our schools, surrounding schools? Is there a bulk discount? So we'll quickly just go through that. So if you buy 1 to 4 copies, you get entered in for your child to be featured into our book. You'll get a discounted shipping rate. And if you order right now, you'll get a free sticker. You'll also get early access to our ebook. So that's that if you buy 1 to 4 copies. Thank you. If you buy 5 or more copies, then you'll get all of those perks, and then we can ship the book to 3 different addresses, and we can gift wrap it for free. So this is where, like, if you're thinking presents for like Christmas presents, holiday presents, this would be a really great option. We'll ship it to all those addresses, and we'll gift wrap it for free. And then you'll also get access to some of the webinars that are in the works right now that we're putting together. So that's kind of a cool perk,
also,
right?
I mentioned eco-friendly, right?
Oh, yes, it's eco-friendly. It's eco-friendly, babe, because that's super important. And then we have, let's see, if you buy 10 copies or more, then we'll give you like a shout out on Instagram, on our website, on our newsletter. And you'll get a free companion guide. So we did this with the My Superhero Foods book. And in there were 26 tips for caregivers that complemented what was featured in the book. So we're gonna do the same. And who doesn't want like amazing sleep tips? Because we all want our kids to sleep more. And I think they'll be motivated too, because there's a lot in the book that like really is motivating to the kid on why they want to like go to sleep early and sleep a lot at night. That's where all the magic happens, a lot of experts say. And then lastly, if you buy 25 copies or more, you'll get a 15% off discount. And that is, the discount is Sleep Pre for pre-order, Sleep Pre 25. And in addition to that, you'll get a free consultation with Tarek and I, where we can talk about whatever. Your Tarek's a surgeon. He's also trained in functional medicine. And I just read a lot, and then have lots of kids to apply it to.
She teaches me. So.
Well, thanks, babe. Thanks. All right, so we talked about the different tiers, And then we talked about the contest that's open until August 15th. And then for anybody who's on our IG live right now or who watches it, we also have a discount code, and it's called SleepIG. And you can use that code and get 20% off your order. And that goes until Monday. So that's pretty cool, right? Okay, so let's see. I'm just looking at our the things that we wanted to cover. So again, the books won't ship out until November, but you help us out a lot, and we really appreciate your support in advance as we work to print these out. And I think that's probably it. So we're gonna go to questions. I love all the waves here. Let's see, do we have any questions? It's so funny because a lot of people guessed the book. I don't know if it was that obvious or not, but when we said, guess what our big surprise is, so many people guessed the book. Okay, I don't see any questions. So, is there anything else you want to say? We're super excited about this book. And go ahead.
Well, I mean, it's just, we believe, like, at the end of the day, this type of information needs to be, it needs to be presented, especially as best as possible, the best way we knew fit. A lot of sweat and tears through a lot, just trying to get out the message. And really, it's all about the message. And if we can really teach this idea that, I remember when I grew up, it was always cool to stay up late. And sometimes we do like to have fun and stay up a little bit late. But at least now everyone will be equipped with the information, or hopefully the most correct information based on science and research. Yeah. They can give that child the power, the education, the ability to decide what they want to do. If they want to say, hey, I want to go to bed early today because I want my brain to be power washed. I want the gliolymphatic system to really, just power wash my brain like a dirty city. Imagine you have like a power washer, you're going through the little corners and and you can you clean out the whole brain. That's only done with good sleep, with quality sleep. And
I bet you there's a lot of adults that don't know a lot of this information. So what we did to prepare, Matthew Walker is like a world-renowned expert on sleep. I mean, he is like the sleep guy. But there's a lot of good sleep research out there. And so we just spent a lot of time really taking in all of that information and then putting it out in a way that rhymes and that's motivating to children, and that also is educational for adults too. So,
and I think most importantly, we know this works. I see Haley doing this, and we do this within our household. She's been doing this for years, and I've been able to see and appreciate in real time how powerful these tips and tricks and science really are something you've been practicing intuitively for a long time. I've come to learn these a lot later in life.
Well, it's much like we talk about, what you give your kid for breakfast can really set them up for the whole day. But then even before that, just the power of a good night's sleep, and I know a lot of parents can really appreciate this. It makes the world of difference, even further than just how they're behaving, but then also how they're retaining information, how they're learning at school, then the food choices that they make after a good night's sleep or after a poor night's sleep, it really is a differentiator.
I mean, if you think about it also too, some of the most important hormones are secreted at night, such as growth hormone and testosterone, and these vital substances, of course, melatonin, are absolutely critical to the development of the child, or development to us as well as the children, especially the developing children, and brain growth and brain development. We cannot stress how important it is. It's so connected to good food, and it's just a beautiful, virtuous cycle.
Well, and like some experts say, you said it earlier too, is that some people will actually say sleep is more important than nutrition. I think they personally go hand in hand. I think they're two really amazing, beautiful gifts that we can give our kids at this young age, for them to really understand I don't just go to sleep at night because mom and dad tell me to, but I go to sleep at night because
it's a good point.
It's good for me. It's going to help me grow stronger. It's going to help me think smarter. It's going to help my cuts and my scrapes heal up.
Kids are absolutely they totally exemplify the Socratic method. Basically, why? Why do I have to go to bed? And you hit on it just then. Why? And if you're able to better answer their why, they're more likely to do it on their own. Not only just kind of, for that day or that night, for the rest of their lives. They'll be able to develop a good habit, and we're nothing more than our habits.
Yeah.
Our habits eventually create our destiny, and whether we're going to have a successful destiny or a pretty tough destiny. And it really really starts with good sleep and good nutrition and good movement, connection.
I think that's really well said, babe. That's good. Yeah, so I think we'll probably end on that note, is that, when it's almost like a double whammy. So come November, everyone's always looking for the gifts to give their grandchildren or their kids. And so I say it's a double whammy because you're actually giving them the physical gift of a book. But more than that, you're giving them this gift, like you said, of just really understand the foundations of good sleep and motivating them to jump into bed. Hey, Mom, Dad, I'm going to bed. And we're pretty convinced that this book can really help you and your families get there.
Don't ever underestimate a hard copy of a book that they can hold and touch and feel. We are beginning to lose that, unfortunately, with all the digital. It is the kind of sign of our times, but there is something powerful when a kid holds that book and flips through the pages and smells the book and reads the book. It's quite powerful. We see it in our own family.
Oh my gosh. I mean, just outside of like what we're teaching in the book, reading itself, we could talk forever about just the benefits of reading, but in terms of the kids' vocabulary and just, but I guess that's not what this one is about. So anyways, as a reminder, Sleep IG for 20% off. It runs through Monday. And outside of that, there's lots of good perks if you want to pre-order between now and August 15th. So we hope that you do. We thank you guys for jumping on, and I think that's it, guys. So we're super excited. Thank you, and we'll talk again soon.
Bye. Guys.